Greetings, everyone. Welcome. It is basically sealed week here on Going Optimal as we prepare for the first aspirational play opportunity that Arena has provided to limited players, the MTGArena Kaldheim Open, coming up on the 20th and the 21st. It's a two-day event. You can enter day one qualifiers at will as many times as you want, and if you max win one of your qualifiers, you can play best of one or best of three. Although the math says if you are really looking to qualify for day two, you want to play best of one. Although the gem EV is a little better on best of three. But if you're playing in this at all, it should be because you care about making day two. If making day two isn't of interest to you and you're like a gem EV hound here, just don't play in the event. Go play in things that are even better EV than that. So I think the correct plan is best of one, day one, and then all of day two, if you qualify, is best of three. So you're going to need to be able to play kind of both ways if you want to optimize your chances of making day two and then succeeding there. Today we're going to do a sealed deck in best of one, though, and we've done some sealed decks all week. This is a homework build. I've been saving these to the end of the stream, but today I've got a lot to do. I got a busy day ahead. I'm going to try and get off the air at my usual time instead of extending it. So we're actually going to start with our homework sealed today. So a lot of people watching right now have been tinkering with this pool overnight. And I haven't looked too closely. We're going to dive in here shortly. Oh, yeah, I want to remind, Hat reminds that today's Thursday, so that means tomorrow is Friday, the chat gauntlet day. And we're going to have a guest streamer. Yep. Alex, a.k.a. Corticalls, is going to join us tomorrow for a sealed gauntlet. I'm very excited. We're going to bust open some sealed decks and challenge each other with them in best of ones as a final practice for the big event. And it'll be great to have Alex back on the stream, looking to help chat take down my hair. I'm looking to help you take down your next kitchen tabletop magic game by suggesting you check out my sponsor, cardkingdom.com. They're going to help you take it down by increasing the power level of your decks, by giving you the latest tech at excellent prices, incredible customer service backing it up, fast shipping. If you want to flip cards around, check out their buy list. I never want you to forget that. If you're looking to turn cardboard to cash, seriously, there's no better place to do it than Card Kingdom or someone like me who matches Card Kingdom. Seriously, I just match Card Kingdom when I do my own buying. I have a little small retail operation myself, and Card Kingdom is like a model of so much of what I do in my little corner of this world. And they're giants in this world, though, and they show you why every time you use their services. And if you do that via my affiliate link, they're going to know you got there from here, help keep me on the air, and help keep them happy with me, right? Thank you, Card Kingdom. Okay, so we're going to jump in, and I did it. I managed to not hit the play button because this isn't a real deck. This is just me making it 40 cards so that it would let me close it. We're going to cut everything out of the deck. I'm going to get out of your way. I know I need to do a different view for sealed. I think this one actually worked okay, though. I think hiding out here in the corner is generally going to be okay. I should do something that's a little more sealed specific, but I think this is going to work to be down here. It kind of keeps me on either side of that bar, regardless of where we have it set. So let's look at rares and mythics here. Remind ourselves of what's going on with the good stuff, right? Speaking of play your bombs. Herald Unites the Elves is powerful in draft if you've been drafting a bunch of elves or changelings or changelings. This is it's just elf-centric, right? I mean, if we have elf density, we could consider it, but we'll take a look. Troll green is powerful, but green is pretty oppressive, so we're going to see about that as well. Egon is appealing, but is somewhat of a build-around. And this is one of those where, like, Throne of Death. Do we like Throne of Death? It's only a black mana, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. So you're just doing some self-mill, and then you can exile a creature card from your graveyard to draw a card for 3 mana. That just feels like I've been very impressed with these artifact sides of these gods, but the artifact here just doesn't seem very good in this form. Like, you're just going to get, like, against aggro, that's unplayable, right? You cannot spend 3 mana, 4 mana total, you know, yeah. So the artifact feels useless. So then you're looking at a 6/6 Death Touch that you can't really play early, but I guess it's 3 mana 6/6 Death Touch, whose worst case is that you've paid 3 mana to have a temporary 6/6 and then it goes away and you replace it. Anyway, this Egon is not some gotta play it god to me. It's really a persnickety one in the cycle, I think, and needs consideration before you just run it in, or at least you need to understand how you're going to be playing it. Post Doomscar, for example, seems like a good time to play Egon. Doomscar, I'm going to try to run this. We'll see what else is going on, but such a powerful effect, the Wrath effect in Limited. So definitely loving to play the Doomscar, and we'll see if Egon fits in after that. Blessing of the Frost, also tough because it relies so much on snow for its awesomeness, although really what we need is 4 power. But you know, you need both. That's the thing. If you don't have both snow and 4 power, this card underperforms, and that's why I don't really like it. It's not that you can't craft a scenario in which it's quite excellent. It's just that the setup for it is high, to use a Sutcliffe term there. And yeah, actually, before I even go to uncommons, let's take a look at our snow sitch, both starting with lands. I want to see, I like the idea of starting on looking at snow lands to see the dual situation. This is cool. That's a lot of duals. Let's see, what do we got? And they're heavy green, so 3 green duals. And a Shimmerdrift Veil says that if we have the green tools at common to do untapping snow lands or 5 coloring, we do have serious 5 color support in green. So yeah, the Blessing of the Frost just got far more interesting. Now let's see what. Now I want to see what green looks like because of that. Was I missing a land? I don't think so. I happen to have it on snow, and that shows you that there's a double Boreal Outrider, which goes great with these snow duels. Glittering Frost I was talking about, Sculptor. So loving a green core, I think, especially Blizzard Brawl. Yeah, that's just with the snow. Let's see what's not in snow in green. Elven Bow is nice. Path to the World Tree. Ooh, I am interested, gang. I am interested. I don't know if we have... Oh, Packmate is good. Mentor's solid. How many elves do we have? Let's look at elf. What's our elf sitch in? Oh, this is an elf warrior, so that's good. Probably have even the density of elves here with, depending on black. If there's some good black elves, we might even have the capacity, the density for Harold Unites the Elves. We'll see. But green looks great as fixing and a base, so I think it's gonna be hard to get me off of a base green World Tree here. That's where I'm thinking. And then let's look at the uncommons, though, by all of them. I like looking at all the uncommons kind of together. Helps solidify what's going on. Because we didn't get a ton of powerful rares, but uncommons can, especially in this set, be quite appealing. And so I'm liking, like, clearly Poison the Cup should go in this deck. We like the Doomscar anyway. I really want a Doomscar if possible. So basically, I'm looking at an Abzan core, like Golgari core really, but with Doom or not Doom with Doomscar. I really like to focus on the white and Follow the Imposter. I like splashing Follow the Imposter in that capacity. Yeah, Outrider's I think going to be very good. So Abzan, I say Abzan because we are going to play Doomscar, which is white, so I don't think it was Golgari splash white. And also with Path, we're going to dip into all 5. We're going to make sure we can have access to 5 colors. This is the Reanimate land, yeah. Oh, doggy. Such opinions, that hound. Okie doke. Onslaught's okay, but yeah, liking the green a lot, and maybe the blue could be included as well. But Obzon core here. Note, not much red. I kind of want to look at red and see if that's something we can eliminate. What if we look at red and see if that's a cuttable color? I knew there's going to be a Demon Bolt to tease me. Demon Bolt, Frostbite, Highland Forest, and with the path, we probably end up splashing. We might end up splashing these, but the only reason to really be in red, or to put red cards in path and Bolt and Bite. We can put this in as a Snow Mountain 2 for snow. Yeah. All right. And then let's take a look. What else has white got for us? Really not a lot. It's really just a splash color here, but are we greedy enough to run the Doomscar on? I think so. Yeah, well, we don't need to be like, boy, if obviously, and not that it should be, but if Doomscar were a single white, it would be a snap include in this deck. I'm only considering whether we can, and we do have 2 white duels. So Skadoosh says no. I'm going to put it in, and then we'll see about cutting it if it doesn't make sense. But I'm going to start building, and I'll just add the little bit of white that I might consider from this. This is Snow Permanent. I forget what Snow Permanents we're talking about. This is probably not playable, but I'm going to put it in case we... it's probably not playable. I don't even think it's good with... Like, it has to be such a bomb that you're getting to spend 3. But if it's a format slow enough, you can do it. It's just that against aggro, this is like death. Yeah, Plains is nice as a searchable for the path. Anyway, let's look at blue. Rimewood Falls. Really not much here for this deck. Amulet is probably worth playing. Pilfering Hawk could, if we're going late. But we don't need to... I'm thinking 5C because of the path, but we don't even need to really play blue cards. We just need to have access to blue. I'm not thinking we're seeing much here that's gonna gonna make us be heavy blue. I'll keep in mind. I mean, we could. There is some density here. It's just not great. So you like Arcanist and Sealed? Yeah. If we have the doubles, do we have doubles of something? I don't know yet. What's the bug, Fenor? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Amulet is double blue, so got to keep that in mind. Let's look at black. Hopefully black has the nice common hookup because we want the poison. Yeah, we'll play that. We're gonna play the Egon and know that Egon is not perfect. Kennel Master also not great here. Does give us a couple of elves, but not the density really that I was hoping for. Really wanted to see more elves than that. In fact, what is this? Well, I'll put it in for now. I'll even put these in for now and like one of those. We have another way and another raise that we can consider. Port becomes somewhat playable, but you can get a little too greedy with these. Between the enter the battlefield tapped, need a second blue to make this happen, etc., etc. So I'm going to leave it out for now. We can remember it. I'm going to throw Demon Bolt and the Forest in just to remind that if we were to do any red, it would be for that. And I guess in this deck, the Frostbite would become a Lightning Bolt enough that we can consider that. Don't know if we're going to run that red, though. Just putting in the possibility. This is a reasonable possibility. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Maybe, but probably not. Probably playing that just because we're going to be so heavy base green. Green is just looking very good for us. Love the Shimmerdrift Veil here. I think we can manage the pick. Let's see where it fits. I don't think we want maybe a wings, but probably not anything else here. Don't think we want score and effigies. All right. So now, I wonder what it's, how much land does it suggest? So it suggests 17 always. I just wanted it to have 17 so we see what our cut situation is. And now, so this would be 11 cuts. But I hesitate to even suggest that like we're cutting. We're at what are we even playing point. But the green-black core is real. One of my fundamental questions about the deck is, are we playing a plains and a mountain for World Tree? And I think probably yes. I think we do cut the red. We don't play red or blue, but we do play a snow-covered mountain and a snow-covered plains. We both want to support the Blessing of the Frost, and searchable mountain and plains helps get the final thing for the World Tree if we draw a World Tree late. This current build shows 16 creatures, 16. Oh yeah, we need a searchable island too. We'll add that. I just thought it was easy to add the snows as the one-ofs for those colors. But we might even need more plains if we're going to try the Doomscar. Yeah, we have falls, but we might like... So if we want to be able to do the thing, use the ability on the path as a splash. If we want to splash the Wooburg thing on path, then we need basically, three-ish, at least three-ish sources of every color. And blue right now has Shimmerdrift Vale 1, Rimewood Falls 2, and then your weak 3 is your 3 is like your Glittering Frost and your Horizon Seeker, but only if you add a blue. Like Horizon Seeker is a source of blue, but only if we put in an island to find it, right? So it just we have to put an island in is the bottom line. I think I have to is a strong way to put it. I am going to put an island in is my bottom line. I have too often needed to like we have two ways to search, but both of them need it to be a basic island. And yeah, I mean, this is probably not a pick deck in terms of pick is funny. I don't know if any of you have been playing Quick Draft. I've done a couple of Quick Draft tests offline. We'll maybe do one of those later. But the picks go late, and like now, pick is just the hottest card in this format. Feels like, and I want to give a chat a nod. I know I always acknowledge this at the beginning of formats that basically chat tends to pass me in terms of conventional wisdom awareness, and I really try to listen to chat. And chat was as a body was high on pick before I was, and they got me to see the light. And now it seems like the world has seen the light, but I think maybe it's overplayed, because the strength to me of the pick is its power on turn 3 when you have resolved a 1-drop creature or a 2-drop creature. And so if you don't have significant 1-drop and 2-drop creatures to make turn 3 pick equip on the play a powerhouse play, then you don't really have a pick deck. But if you have the 1s and 2s, pick is outstanding, especially on the play. I haven't really answered that. I'm thinking I'm not going to stream it. I'm thinking I'm going to record it and maybe share the recording. But if I were to stream it, I would put it on delay anyway. And I've never really even done delay, and I don't know how that would go. And it doesn't... Since this is my first time to tackle a serious competitive Magic event, I feel like I want to give it my 100% focus and not put any of my focus into being an entertainer, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's cut. And yeah, I don't think this, again, based on what I said, this is not a pick deck, and probably not even a, yeah, I agree, not a, although wings on the Lindworm would be cute. It's not really where we're at. 46. We do get some free sources. If we're gonna play to the World Tree, we can play our very best. Like maybe I cut the Doomscar and play the Bolt, right? Like the Bolt is more playable than Doomscar. Crown has been weak, but you go to battle with what you have. We do have 2 Poison the Cup and the Way Down, so maybe we have enough interaction. Yeah, we can cut it. I do like bringing back the Bolt, though. I don't like you. Whenever I use the filters it just screws me up. It's a cool feature, but it screws me up. I'm not going to use it. We don't need to cut Furia. We can play Furia. I can see cutting the Doomscar, but Fall and Furia are reasonable. Yeah, we're still doing cuts. I want to do... Where are we at on creatures? 16. We can cut a weak creature. What's our weakest creature? Non-elf creature. Yeah, we can cut the pet. That's fair. Pretty weak creature. Yeah, like that. And then let's... I feel like I'm supposed to be greedy for the Doomscar. Yeah, Furia might be tough to trigger, but still worth trying. Follow the Imposter in a grindier format. This is going to be bad-ish against aggro, but I think this is playable. If you can guarantee Chapter 3, if you're like, I promise you Chapter 3 is going to fire, then you like this card, right? Because then you know you've had the time to get to Chapter 3 and it's taken away their biggest thing. Of course, the problem with the card is you're not guaranteed to make it to Chapter 3, or but you are more likely to in Sealed, I think. So I think we can include that. Veil, an interesting suggestion. It's nice to protect your most powerful stuff, but like Raise the Draugr, if we keep that in, we can just get our powerful stuff back. So let's cut the Veil, knowing that instead of protecting it from dying, we'll raise the dead. Or yeah, we can just say it's all fodder for Egon. But you can do a little bit of that kind of non-bow jinx, and it's not the end of the world. But like Way Down is a non-bow with raise as well. So all of these are asking to use the graveyard as a resource, and we have to make sure we're not overtaxing it. That's completely fair. So we gotta figure. I agree that Egon, Raise, and Way is too much pressure on that. We did just cut the Veil. If we cut the Raise as well, then we've cut away all of our ability to get things back. Besides, unless it's an elf, right? So, is that let's keep that in mind. Maybe that's fine, but it's a thing. Yeah, I kind of like it, which makes me like kind of want to cut the Way Down instead. Which point is good, Fenor? We might have one Jinx, but I'm just never playing that 2-for-1 in limited. It's too high risk, in my opinion. All right, I'm starting to drag here. I gotta figure out a direction. Basically, there's a suggestion to like we could make this the red splash, you know, this a Jund deck instead. I think we just don't. We have the ability to do it all, especially with the only blue being a basic. So I'm gonna add. I'm going to start with, but we don't though. Like I kind of cut the way down, and then we have Bolt, Cup, and Fall as our kind of main removal, and then Blizzard Brawl, I guess, is main removal too. We have enough. Let's do our elf check again. Elves, 7 elves. Is 7 elves enough for Harold? It does Mill, which supports Egon as well. Yeah. I don't think we have changelings. Do we have any changelings? They would be green. And I think all of our green stuff is actually... Well, just keep in mind that the floor here is a flying 2/4 lifelink. And then she's much more palatable. We're very black, so a 5 mana, let's say 5 generic mana for a flying 2/4 lifelink. It would be underweight, right? We wouldn't be thrilled with that, but you could imagine that like 5 mana is a lot for that. But hey, look, on this board, she's actually doing some work, right? That's not, you know, and that's what I'm saying the floor is. And then if you 2-spell once with her, you're like, oh my God, I'm in. So the upside is just so there. And the downside is that you have a slightly underrated creature that can still do a lot of work on the right boards. So I think it's good enough. Anyway, yeah, Egon, we're going to run. All right, maybe I'll cut the Bolt. It seems almost free, but then, because I am running the mountain and the forest, but I'm going to be disciplined. Then we know we're not stuck on it, and I can focus a little more on the white, because the white has the sinkhole and the tree line going for it. Well, what do you cut? What are your final cut? Are you cutting the Doomscar, Fenor? I'm just running out of... We're talking about cutting the raise. We could cut the raise. Because you're right, it is pretty darn free. You also can suspend it, basically, right? The Foretell just makes it so free-ish. This is best of 1. And maybe Icehide Troll is just okay. I mean, we should get the snow to activate it, and then it's fine. I guess it can outright her into a 3/4, which is also pretty good. Should we just give up the Doomscar? Cheese doesn't want the troll. It's not often going to come down on 3, but it's as a 2-for-1, built-in 2-for-1. It's fine as like a 5. It's okay. I think I want to try the troll here. All right, Fenor, give me some cuts then. 2 more cuts. You want to keep the Doomscar, so do I. You want to keep the Bolt, so do I. But what do we cut? Kennel Master? All right, that's a fair cut. It's kind of a aggro creature, not in an aggro world here. And then maybe it is the troll or one of these 3s. Although if you're worried about our density at 3, let me do some good old Foretell moving around, and that often helps you feel a little bit better. So those are all real 3s, though. So we're still pretty stacked at 3. It's true. Yeah, this is more of a... not a 3, but it's not a 2. Mainly, I wanted to show you... you think Bow is the cut? It is best of 1. Faithful is an elf, which is why I want to keep it. I don't think we can cut another elf. Yeah, and living weapons are good. So, we could run 41. We could also run... How many lands is this? This is only 16. We need 2 cuts anyway, unless if we're going to... Because I was going to add a... oh, this is taking too long. But this is my problem with Sealed. Like, Draft is so easy to build because you're just like, well, here's what I drafted. Sealed is really tough. Sealed has so many options, and especially this Sealed, very, very tough. Plain, we want... And then we're going to add 1 island here. Yeah, we could cut Fall as our worst removal. Maybe that's fair. Fenner would never, ever... Would you if we had 2 paths up to the World Tree? Because if we're not going to play 2 basics, like, if we're not going to play the basics to the path, then let's cut the Snow Mountain and let's cut the Demon Bolt. Like, either we're doing this and giving ourselves a chance to search up basics with this and with this, or we should just get out of this market. Outriders and Elf. I'm not cutting any elves. Yeah, red is snow but also Highland Forest exists. We have the Rimewood Falls. I get it. I'm going to stick to my guns, though, and say I'm going to try it, and we'll see how much this island punishes us. What would you play instead? Probably another, forest or something. Like, this swamp needs to be another forest anyway. This gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources. I like that. 9 green is going to be okay. 10 would be nice with the old Gold Troll, but we can play this later and it's okay. We're playing an island because we have Path to the World Tree and we have a Horizon Seeker and a Path and the Path. This is a controversial include that I want to try, and we're gonna see how it affects us. But historically, when I have played paths without the ability to search up all 5 basics, I've had times where I'm the saddest panda staring at a path with 4 of my 5 colors and 9+ mana available, Yeah, no, I'm not going to pull. I just want to cut and go. I'm going to come up with a cut. Can't be that. It's probably like troll. I want to keep the elves, or we cut the Herald itself, but then we can let other elves go. Or Egon even. I think Egon is just a whatever. Like, maybe it's just Egon. I think it's Egon. I've talked about, yeah. And you know what? I'm going to do that. I said it at the outset. It's the least impressive god. Yes, it's rare. Yes, we're black. But, like, what is that even doing? I don't know. I'm going to try it without it. And we're going to call it Egon. Egon is good too. Let's do that. It's a little easier to read. Same joke, reads better. All right, well, I didn't look. I should probably do another look at the mana after this game. It was. I really looked at like the green and assumed the rest was like whatever. I'm gonna ride. I'm riding with the magic gods on this one. Bless me, magic gods, for I have done loose mana. How do you think we're gonna do? I think we're on the paid account though here. Oh no, actually we're on the OG free-to-play account. That's right. Well, here it is, looking to try and mess us up, but Glittering Frost on the island puts it right to work. So we can keep this. Path it up. Now with the path, maybe we don't want to put the glittering on the island. We probably want to put it on this forest. Although it doesn't matter. The island is still going to tap for blue no matter what. So we can go fetch white with the world tree here. And then we get white with this. We have blue with this. And we make red with this. And boom. Well, again, the frost only, it adds an additional 1 mana of any color, but the base land still does what it does, right? So it doesn't really matter where this goes. We still get the green we have. Like, what we need is, we still don't have 3 green yet. We have 2 green. So if we path, we can also, we can go, let's actually foretell poison. Because it gives us some time. Maybe we want to go, you want to get the troll going right away. But I would rather set up to understand the path sitch. And here, we did play the Doomscar, so we are going to need 2 double white for that. So getting white plus the path allows for the Doomscar. Yeah, this troll, remember we got 2 trolls now, so we got to be clear about that. We can also, and I think we should just Glittering Frost here. And again, it doesn't really matter where we play it, except for the fact that we do have 2 of the Outriders that allow us to pump our creatures when they're played with snow mana. So putting this on the swamp actually helps with that. So I'm going to put this on the swamp. Oppo gets a Unfettered Horizon Seeker. But, so it goes. Doomscar with the regenerated troll is very nice for sure. We could poison the cup here. Oh yeah, Cardboard Live might not be going. Well, I gave it focus. You let me know. Let's see. Path and troll. Well, how do we path and troll? I guess we go like this. We can't path and troll though. Right? How? What am I missing? This taps for... We pay green. Oh, Ice Hide. I thought you were talking about this troll. Okay, as long as we're... I was confused. Now I'm going to go to second main, just to give myself a little extra time. And we got to get white here, I think. We'll play this eventually, no problem. You want to get green. I'm going to get active path. 0 Hourglasses had to make a choice. I know we want to quote get this going or whatever, but this is a control situation with the path and 2 poisons with 2 scries and a blizzard brawl. Like, I'm just looking to go a little longer here. Well, now we have, yeah, but now we have full path colors, right? We have everything. We can cast our deck now thanks to the planes, because now we can even cast Doomscar. And, hate to give them another free land, but we got to worry about our long game and them getting some extra value out of the Seeker. We hope to destroy that value with our path and long game value here. Yeah, we play this out now. It just gets exiled anyway. They just snap it off. Sour grapes it. There you go. Probably gonna poison one of these and brawl the other as we set up to blow up the world. So let's go play that. I like just poison the spirit while shields are down. Do some scrying. Herald, you say? Well, we can keep the land, and then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can just fire this off with the land. And then Herald is maybe worthwhile after that. I'm just trying to figure out if we keep this Herald or not with no current. Nah, we don't have any elves currently. I'm going to keep the swamp for the world tree, but our elf sitch isn't worth keeping that. But then we can brawl here. And we have the snow permanents to make this happen. And we can even foretell the cup. Yeah, we're going to kill it next turn, but I'm done giving them free lands, and this is going to be plenty valuable. We only can't cast the troll because of decisions I made, though. I still think it's a correct play. It's just we're having a little bit of rough mana luck here. Look, we're 14 cards into our deck and have only seen one of our, like, this is neat. I didn't even count Glittering Forest in our 9 sources of green. So you tell me what the odds of this are, us being 14 cards into our deck and only seeing 1 green source. We're going to cast Bow, but I'm just pointing out that the situation that we're in is unlikely. And I'm talking 2 more, because, I mean, we had the Glittering Frost, so I just needed 2 other ones besides the Glittering Frost. And I didn't count Path in our sources of green either. You know, 31% to not even have the... if you want to do the 3 including Glittering Frost, then you got to give me 10. Anyway. Sorry, Oppo. We're doing math. Yeah, I chose not to cast Troll because I wanted to have my white mana, and I'm lying in my bed. Ooh, swing and a miss? No. Okay, they're doing that. Shimmerger Vale, Rimewood Falls, Arctic Treeline, Highland Forest. That's 4, and then 5 basic forests. Does it matter? I mean, it enters tapped. I'm not calling the uncastability at this point wildly unlikely, even with my choices. I'm just saying this is part of the range we signed up for, and I'm totally okay with it. So do we poison while shields are down, or do we let him untap and do stuff? I think we're going to kill this thing, so I just like killing it. Outrider. We can keep that forest and finally play our troll. Do we want the Outrider after on an empty board, though? You want to go Outrider, then get the forest and make a 5/5? That's reasonable, too. It's either Outrider first or Outrider to the bottom, right? So, all right, people like the Outrider. We'll keep it. It's not the best top deck since we now need to top deck creatures after. But yeah, we do have the path follow up. That's a great point. So we should find action for the Outrider. Outrider might find removal from Oppo, really. They've got a lot of cards. Not sure what they're up to. They got one Foretold card. Maybe they're trying to Doomscar us. In which case, we lose a mentor, we lose a token, we keep the bow. Yeah, I can't exactly complain to my opponents about slow play. I apologize to all of them, but I am doing my best to speak to my peeps here. Yeah, although the Herald Unite, I guess we're going to reshuffle, right? Right now it's on the bottom, but as soon as we do some searching, that will shuffle. This doesn't search, though, right? But we do have some searching in the deck, so eventually that will probably get shuffled in. Am I just overplaying into a Doomscar? I don't know. I'm going to make him have it. We just have such nice backup anyway. Yeah, Hat's asking the same thing. And attacking first is for smart players. I just execute my plan blindly and go. Then we may be overextending into a Wrath here. If so, we've got the nice Growth Troll ready to come down with an Elven Bow, and the World Tree still gets to fire off at that spot. So even if we're overextending and get punished for that, we have a really nice recovery plan. And if they just time out, we get the win from that anyway. And then, so then my other thought though was that if they don't have the Wrath, then we get to follow with the Troll. And then even if they draw a Wrath, we get the Troll immediately off of the land sack thing. So it may have been the wrong choice. I'm not going to go back and dig in. If chat kind of agrees that I should have gotten the forest, maybe I should have. There was at least one or two people who thought getting the plains was sensible. It was a world tree play as well. I don't want to call it a Doomscar play. It was a world tree play. We had by having the Glittering Frost on a swamp and getting a plains, it did two. It wasn't just so that we could cast Doomscar if we had it. It was that it literally turned on our World Tree activation, and that's why I did it. Not for a Doomscar that we might draw. That was more of like the gravy. That being said, you could still say, look, Ryan, I don't care about what the path was going to do some number of turns later. You could have had a 4/4 troll right then and there. But part of the reason I didn't do that is my expectation, especially in sealed where everybody is playing their bombs and their removal, is that if you, I have turn 3 trolled you. Well, Oppo is like, boom, boom, I bolted, I this it, I that it. And yes, the troll has the benefit of, if they do that, it's got a nice follow-up. It's got built-in, well, you may got my troll, but I get this land enchantment now. So it does have a great backup plan if it's not going to be exiled, but it could be the blue bind spell, the white aura. There was just a lot. You're basically saying, all right, I'm going to drop my troll and demand their premium removal and probably just get it. Not to say that was a end-all be-all reason not to get green, but it was a thing on the scale in my brain of that, and also just the very controlling nature of the hand itself. Between the path to the world tree and double poison the cup, I was like, well, we can win a long game, so I'm going to play to a long game, and that's my thought process. The time traveling supercomputer might come in and say, yeah, that's all well and good, Ryan, but you were wrong. You should have gotten the green. Okay, but I did have my reasons. And I certainly am happy that we had the path available. I don't know why Oppo scooped there. We don't know that. But I think they were almost certainly feeling like path was going to be tough for them to beat. I'm going to give it one more go like this, and then maybe I'll make some changes based on the various opinions of chat and our learnings, and just experimenting with the risks. I won't make changes necessarily out of results orientation, but out of a desire to see how different builds perform. Do I need to restart differently? Let me try. Let me try this one. All right. Had to go and run you had to go and do the right EXE, because I guess apparently I'm one of a minority here that has to do this. If I just click the icon that I usually use to open Arena, it does not do the update. Very annoying. I don't use the Epic system. I've never interfaced with the Epic platform. Not sure what they fixed, but oh, and now of course Untap.gg wants a restart, which I'm going to give them because I do use the tool. All right, actually back in the queue. Well, we get more troll testing. This one looks to be a little bit better here. We've got a forest on 1, a highland forest on 1 into a forest on 2, foretelling the packmate at worst. And then we got Outrider, Icehide. This hand looks great. Just needs 1 land of basically any type. Obviously, any type means we can't play the troll right away, but any type lets us do a lot of stuff here. And of course, if we do get a third green source, we can do early troll. Mainly, we have green snow, so we can go Outrider into... okay, I was going to go Packmate on 2, but actually I'm just going to go Sinkhole now so we can guarantee Outrider on 3. And then worst case, we have Troll on 3 after an Outrider. Best case, we find a fourth land of the basic variety, and we can Packmate for value. All right, Outrider, live, baby, live. And I'll take any basic in the deck off the top. Literally any one. Ugh, not a basic, but we can make a big troll. So that's our worst case scenario is still pretty solid. Mainly we untapped with the Outrider still in play. Next turn, 4/4 or 5/5. If we get a basic land, probably just go for the Outrider. You want to attack? I don't want to trade Outrider for this Skemfar. I mean, maybe you would, but I think we're going to get so much value out of the Outrider, I don't want to do it. Yeah, Troll Foretell is a nice sequence if the basic land. Yeah, maybe not, but I don't want to risk it. The fail case is too high, Rob, because I think this is more valuable to us than Herald is for them, but we'll see. Interesting. So we don't know we're going to cast the Outrider next turn, and even if we found a basic land, we were going to go with Troll Packmate anyway, so we could just get rid of the Outrider here. But also, we're going to have a couple turns to find the land to do it. If we don't find a land, we can troll next turn. If we do find a land, we Packmate, troll, and then the turn after, we can Outrider, assuming we find the land. So yeah, I think we can let the Mentor go, knowing that we have the troll play. Mentor does put out 2 bodies, but the second body is pretty whatever here. And I like the size of you know, this being a 6/6 is much more important to me than a 4/3 and a 1/1. Yeah, they're offering the trade for the Outrider now. All right, we got our land for Troll Packmate Suspend. And Outrider not going to swing in, but Troll can swing in with the threat of activation. So we're going to start there. Yeah, we can just drop a 6/6, but you know, 5/5 and a suspended 3/3 is also pretty gross. I mean, right? Yeah, I'm going to get the Trample and the Foretell. But shoving with 5 points of Trample seems better than shoving with 6 points of non-Trample. I mean, that's like, this is better pressure than this. Okay. Stop agreeing with me, Hat. CBL misbehaving again. All right. Oh, CBL, I can tell you were misbehaving. Sometimes when I give it focus, it's like, what? What? It like starts to blink. Like, yeah, you caught me. I was slacking off. Sorry. There you go. Oh, that's pretty good. Outrider into Outrider, also pretty good. We can Outrider into Packmate for some serious size here. That seems crazy good. Let's do that and then offer this Outrider. Yeah, why didn't they put that on Big Troll? This seems like the perfect card for Big Troll. What are they up to? I guess this is like indestructible. At least this can be destroyed. Maybe, yeah, that's fair. They're both tough to deal with. Anyway, sorry, Oppo, let's get on it. I'm doing this before I offer this Outrider. So it's going to be all on board that we're making this offer. But after a 5/5 Packmate, they can have the other one. Yeah, I don't care. Death Touch, kill this, great. Take either one. Your choice. Now we have Poison the Cup for a blowout on a double block. We would miss the Scry, of course, but obviously worth it for a double block blowout. Single block trade is fine. We'll just take that. That's just fine with me. And this does present lethal with a Poison the Cup on the Seeker. I think at least suspend this. And then just pass. See if they do anything pre-combat here. Might even let them attack and go fetch a land. Like Warfurnace says, might not want to let it attack, but I'm thinking we present Crackback on lethal. So if they go attack with Seeker, find land and play blocker, we win. If they find land and play removal, well then we play Outrider and we threaten lethal again. So I'm going to let them attack. Because this means they need to specifically get spell-based answers if they're going to seek. Yeah, we can also troll. That's a great point. We're playing around Wraths somewhat, and also we get this way we get to hold up Poison the Cup, and we can make a troll. And it lets us fade Doomscar, because basically if they Doomscar now, we kind of win. I mean, we just make a 4/4 and then get there after that. So we can even save the troll. I don't know. Do we have enchantment removal? I can't remember. But we'll save the troll and then make the 4/4. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I can't activate. Doesn't matter anyways. It was a minor thing that I was going to do, but it doesn't matter. This is the thing that matters. I was just trying to cover all the bases, you know, get all the value. Must be. I think we just play this after we play the Outrider, though. Now, they need to come up with 2 non-creature-based removal spells to not die. Yeah, that's... Or 3 creatures, I guess, does it. All right, Oppo, you got me. Oppo made a liar of me. They played 2 creature spells and are not dead. But they do need to double, and we will blow out the double block with the poison. Oh, trample just gets there, right? So if we poison whatever they block on the trampler, we're just going to win. So that's cool. Wherever they block our trampler, we poison and should win. Or close. Okay, so blowout. Not a win, but a massive blowout that probably causes a scoop at the least. Kind of need more lands, but not really. I don't think that's going to matter much, but it's an elf, so whatever. I'll keep it. I don't think it matters. What is Bo going to do for us? You want to play and equip it? Except we didn't have the mana to do that. Oppo really trying to find their way to having enough here, but we got our way. Of course, they could have just discarded that. So, yeah, maybe I should have attacked first because we knew that forcing a discard, if they did have something, they just had something else to discard. So, Yeah, their only chance there was to keep the unknown card and hope that it scared us into not attacking. But yeah, I like that Oppo didn't just give up on that. They toughed it out, had a good wrath effect, but we had the recovery plan. If there's a champion for the black-green only, like somebody wanted to look at just, like, what if we were just grown-up black-green? If somebody wants to do any kind of starting build on an alternative build to this that reduces the color count and doesn't rely on the path as much or whatever, we could try something else. I'm going to keep here, though. We've got 3 of our colors, 4 with the path. If we draw a natural swamp, we can go get the island with the path and then have all 5. There's our swamp. We can get an island with the path and have all 5. And we can even cast our troll. So there's one for the haters. Now, do we want to play, like, this is going to be our white source, so I actually think we play out forest here, because if we do draw our troll next turn, we can play our 3rd forest and actually turn 3 troll. So I'm going to path for the island, but we're going to play the forest in case of troll. Faithful doing what I want it to do here. Dropping down and at least threatening to block with 3 power of lifelink or force Oppo to use some removal on it. So get in there, Faithful. Oh, I saw this, thought it was our Doomscar. Well, we got some elves in the yard, should that end up mattering. And they know about our island. We have the 2nd swamp now to even get Furia out on time. Let's suspend the poison Furia next turn and see if we can't get to the place where we poison plus whatever we draw in the next couple turns after a Furia. Also, if desperate, we can poison the cup, but not if it auto-taps that way, right? There we go. Glad the weather's treating you nice, Hat. Priest with currently the big old Zilcho on Snowlands, so not too scary. Not going to spend time poisoning that for sure. Demon Bolt, you're late. Would have been nice to foretell both of these last turn, but we do have the mana for it. As said, you know, I almost cut this a couple of times, but I think it was Fenor who was like, it's free. And Fenor was, you know, like, we're doing the thing. We should do the thing. We do have Demon Bolt plus Poison the Cup next turn to trigger Furia, but Furia's not going to live. Like, something up here is removal, so bye, Furia. Oh, Furia living so far, and I don't really even care about this attack. Unless this is a Demon Bolt. Still could be dead to Demon Bolt here. It would be a nice turn if they managed Demon Bolt to finish this off. Okay, good for us that they did not. We could do a couple of things here. I like Bolt Poison, really. Just getting rid of their 2 attackers and then attacking in for some lifelink, and we should be good. Yeah, the Jarl would be nice to just take out with the Path, but I need to 2-spell here, and I can't do it with that. I guess I could have gone Poison Packmate and kept the Bolt, but I am where I am, so here we go. I can't not do this now. We'll take Lindy here. And Herald, we'll take that. So yeah, there's some worry that Furia wouldn't do enough, that we weren't really built around playing 2 spells. My point was that as a floor, she's okay, and then just do it once and you're happy, right? We've already gotten the once. I want to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could fire off the World Tree, but we don't have the thing to kill with it yet. We can foretell. We can't 2-spell is the bottom line, so I like foretell, and then we go ahead and herald. We like foretell and outrider. Yeah, foretell and outrider is fine too, as long as we can 2-spell next turn, which we can. So foretell and outrider sounds good, and then we'll attack in. I guess I'll attack first and then cast my creature, you know. Yeah, we have 2 elves in the yard. We've got the Faithful and the Rat. Elf Rat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a basic land. Our 2-spell can be Lindworm plus Packmate. Well, they had to work real hard to do that, and our follow-up is looking pretty good here. We even get to World Tree away this Ravager now, so don't really care that that happened at all. We're fine, and I'm going to fire off the World Tree and clear this blocker. Yeah, I'm not sure what Oppo is up to with that priest. We don't know what their actual snowland count is. They could just be getting extremely unlucky here. I've had that where it's like, I promise, Oppo, this priest is supposed to be in here. I don't know where my snowlands are. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. Or 9. 9 or 8. With 9, we get Lindy. Nothing special. I guess we just want tap land, Packmate, Lindy here. Let me start here. Ooh, neat. We can actually make this work. Distribute X +1/+1 counters, where X amount of snow spent, and we can go 1 here, 2 here, and draw a bunch. So we get 1 snow, except we don't actually have that much snow. We only have 2 snow right now. Yeah, let's do the Lindworm and then play the forest, and then we'll have it next turn. Oppo might scoop. There might not be a next turn. They do have the free block with the priest. I'm not going to bother sending the bear. How is it an extra 2 points? I guess if with the chump, yeah. Nice. Blood on the snow, no blood. We're going to have a nice recovery here, though. Let's put... Well, we could Elderfang to get their last card, but I like Outrider to get things bigger. Like our Sculptor, for example. You like the big one? Yeah, maybe this was supposed to get the big one. This is fancy play. That's pretty cool, though, and we can Seeker with Snow and then get a big Blessing. So let's go Seeker with Snow. And then Blessing off Snow, 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 and doesn't matter. Spread it around. Although, actually, let's get 2 creatures that cannot be blocked by a 4/3 and live. And yeah, we'll crash in. They need to double block to trade. We get in for 5 and then drop another one, and this is all good. No Snow here, so it doesn't get bigger, but we don't need bigger. Maybe they have another Wrath, but I'm trying to play so that they need more than just one removal spell to stay alive. Although this didn't really change that. Maybe I was just supposed to hold the Outrider since it doesn't change one removal spell. We won the game, but I'm not sure if I was supposed to run that final Outrider out there now that I think about it. Because I don't think it changed the clock, and it didn't change what Oppo had to do to survive. That's true. We were giving them credit for maybe having more snow lands in there than we saw, but it's sealed, so they had a maximum of, well, technically like a maximum of, what is the maximum? The maximum would be each of your packs had a snow land at the rare slot and a Shimmering Veil and a snow land in the land slot, so I guess you could technically have 18. Technically. I wonder what the most is, though. Somebody out there has gotten, like, 10, you know? Some crazy lucky count of both Shimmering Veils and rare snow. This looks good, though. Gotta love Outrider into Outrider with snow mana around. Foretell poison on 2. Ooh, yeah, you could have 6 Glittering Frosts to make 6 other lands, snow lands. Our snow count is on the rise, clearly. I still like doing the Foretell here, because Shimmerdrift Veil, we get a few more turns to figure out what color it needs to be, and in the meantime we get Outrider into Outrider plus Veil. Black, blue, green, so we need white and red. This is probably going on white. We need 2 white for our Doomscar. Although getting, black would actually let us do some cool stuff with double Outrider to have a snowy black, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to adhere to the color needs of the long-term plays as opposed to the making this faithful extra big. Probably need to poison the Ice Hide Troll before they can untap and make it indestructible. But we get poison plus Sculptor, so that seems fine to me. Doomscar we can keep, as well as the Blessing. Blessing only has 2 right now, but I think we get there with 2 +1/+ counters. We should be able to get there. 3 with Sculptor, yeah, that's true. 3 with Sculptor. So yeah, we want Blessing on top. Maybe we run. I don't think we're playing either of these next turn per se. Maybe we are. Maybe we might do Blessing next turn. So let's keep it like this. Keep the Doomscar though. Nice to have that kind of backup plan. In general, I'm still on play. I think with Foretell and with aggro, you know, aggro has been more of a player in sealed than I thought it would be. I knew that people would be able to sometimes get good aggro decks because the tools are there. I didn't think I would see as much aggro as I'm seeing, and that's a concern, you know, that choosing the draw and then getting run over would be pretty unfortunate. So yeah, let's go here. 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 This play to get the 3rd snow source means I have to tap the Sculptor, but I think it's worth it to max out the counters on Blessing. I don't know, maybe some of you would keep this up to attack with and only do 2. Yeah, that's a good point. If they're pausing here, they could have bounce. Does that change what we want to do, given that we think we see that happening? Scott is noticing the pause. So assume it's the bounce spell. How do we want to trade? How do we want to change our play? Kind of makes me want to. Do we have any elves? No, we don't have anything in the yard. I kind of just want a Faithful now. Even though it's a bit of a telegraph that I'm like, I don't know why I would do this particular tap. I'm going to do it this way. Maybe I'm overreacting to the knowledge of the bounce. But also, at this point, they kind of have to... Oh, Mystic Reflection. Interesting. That's weird. Now I just want to put this... like here, and I'm going to be patient though. We're going to wait. I don't want to offer a trade Outrider for Outrider when we have Blessing of Blessing of Frost. You want to trade one of these for Outrider? Yeah, maybe I'm being too greedy with my creatures. They're also stuck on land, huh? All right. It's the stuck on land that has me going. They're stuck on 3. I think if they had a reasonable number of lands and cards, I might play a little more long gamey and not offer this trade, but I think we can. Yeah, Saga gets back. These are elves, so Saga gets back an elf too. Good points all. We knew we were getting this Doomscar, and this is going to be pretty good for them next turn, but we get to get them good here, right? So now we're on that. Now we're at the spot though where I think taking 2 counters instead and being able to attack with the Sculptor is better than 3 and getting an extra counter on the Blessing. So I'm just going to do it this way. Yeah, we can put both. Well, we could also put both on the Glade Walker, and then nothing. Everything is a chump, right? There's double white because of the Sculptor. That's fine. I'll let him double. If they double, if they want to double the Glade Walker and go to 1, that's fine. If they want to double and, you know, lose both their creatures and go to 2, either way, do what you will. So this keeps a creature, and they get to have a 4/4. We'll just take out the Glade Walker, although maybe we don't want the thing in the graveyard. Oh well, we've made my choice here. Really? Okay, they got a 4th land, so now maybe they find something to survive with. It's going to be tough for them on 3, but 4 opens up some possibilities. But right now, looks like they need to They need to block both, and I guess they can trade, but then they block both, trade both. They're still at 1. We drop Herald, we drop Furia, and then you like Furia first? Oh yeah, so we get the Outrider bonus. Totally. Good call. All right, so let's do that. This is going to cost us our ability to Doomscar, but it should be to our benefit. Like, I mean, even if they manage to get our Furia here, we Herald back, and we can Herald back some action, so even if this doesn't get us there, we can Herald it back. Or not it, but Herald something back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5. Land gets us to 6. All right. I don't know if anybody... I guess if you have a different deck from this pool you think we should try, you can whisper it to me, and I'll look for whispers, and maybe we'll experiment, but hard to change a deck that's really stomping. I never did check the mana past my 9 sources of green. Seems like it's okay, though. I mean, there weren't that many other choices. We were just playing all of our snows. Gruul build, that's interesting. Pretty far off from casting that troll, triple green troll, but the nice spread of mana makes me want to keep this. We don't even have our black yet. I mean, this is part of the problem of our deck. Like, look, we've got 3 land, 3 different colors of mana, and I'm still like, do we keep this? We are going to keep it. This is the type of hand I think this deck has to keep, but there's obviously some risk here. We could get run over if they're playing aggro, and we are in the the 4-0 bracket now, so we could be facing some randomly awesome aggro decks. Usher is late for Oppo, but don't worry, Oppo, we're not putting up any defense, so you get a nice free crack in, and somehow in Kaldheim Limited, we have failed to do anything on turn 2. Might be about to fail to do anything on turn 3. Yeah, look at this. Love it. Okay, so, you know, gotta acknowledge your when your deck shakes its finger at you too. So we've taken some risks, and really the mountain and the island are the lands that are hurting our mana base the most. We actually want the plains for the Doomscar we have, but yeah, we do have one red spell, but really snow-covered mountain and island are here as a conceit to the path of the world tree. So we have really been punished by our mana so far here. Let's see if we can recover. Looks like Oppo missed a land drop, and if we can manage to trade off for the Usher, we're okay. I just don't think it's going to be that easy. If they don't have tricks, though, Mentor on tokens, token on Usher is great. I'm just expecting they have something to help with this situation, given that they're 4-0. Yeah, we're on track to really recover here with a turn 5 Outrider, potentially turn 6 Lindy, and if we find some black, we can recover dead Outriders and dead Faithful and that kind of thing. So, all right, stabilized with that play. I can play Horizon Seeker to help us find our black next turn. We can just play the Outrider to have beef, and then any basic land gets us Lindworm, and we can fall back on the Horizon Seeker play after we drop the Outrider. Given that they haven't shown really the ability to attack into this, I like an Outrider here. Yeah, let's just get beefy against this low-down deck. Because the black in our hand isn't even really necessary to continue to stabilize this board. We're not desperate for that swamp. I was gonna say, I do have a slightly nasally voice. I can really try to speak through my nose. So I'm glad we played the beef, just because if we hadn't, they would have used this on the Mentor, and then they would have had a really big attack. And hey, look, we found our swamp au natural, which means we can go Lindy here, setting up a nice a blessing that'll get us some good draw. Run, Elmer! Snack time for Lindy. That's okay. I really want to untap and play this blessing, getting three creatures with the power necessary. And we can even follow with a Faithful here. Maybe I should play Faithful and then, ooh, yeah, Faithful plus Blessing is excellent. Is it even better? Just gotta make sure I don't spend any snow on it. Okay, good. So we're turning 2, 3 power into 4 and drawing 4. Might be all right. Was that okay? Felt reasonable. Kind of thing a deck likes to do. Now Lindy isn't even blockable here. And Mentor we would trade off happily, especially with Herald. So block away, Oppo. Nice. Great card in their deck, obviously. See if we can find a way to kill it. Obviously, gonna trade off for the Usher, and this would be a chump anywhere else. Where are we wanting to chump? I guess we can. We're taking a lot if we don't, so let's go ahead and throw the elf in front of something. Yeah, we only saved 2. That's true. We do have the Herald. What does it cost us? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go to 3. But then we get a virtual 4. We get 7. I think with 7, I'm a little worried about this Courser. This is where we're going to lose, right? Yeah, it does change the clock, so I'm going to do it. And because it's not... The thing that we're going to die to here is the Courser. Like, we're dead. We're done for if we don't get this Courser dead. And now we got the Courser dead, so that's excellent. Now we have a chance. We still need to get wide, and we might need to kill this thing. Jeez, so many things need to die here. Maybe we get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana... Frost can go 6, 5, 4, and then we get to 5 mana. We want to... We could kill Maja. It reduces, like, the most power, but we're still in trouble somewhat in the air. That worries me. But we can also get him... Yeah, I like Herald potentially here to get, like, a... Oh, we can't get that back. Never mind. But we get some... Can't do both. So... Green. I guess we put this on green. And then I'm gonna... Yeah, I like Outrider tap land for Tel Cup seems right. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's see what we can do with surprise removal. I want him to commit to bad attacks. Yeah, Timnos is worried about the Veil. I'm worried about losing the game to their dominant board, and I think we need to take a chance on blowout that puts the game away for them in pursuit of the blowout for us that swings it back in our favor. All right, this is still a problem, but I still don't think we can do anything except poison the Maya. And you think we kill Courser? Well, I guess if we kill Courser, let's see. Let's think it through. Let's think it through. We kill the Courser. We block Maya with the worm and eat it. We can get 2 others, and then we're looking at 3 through for 6. Yeah, well, we can't beat a pump spell, so we don't need to worry about it. Like, we lose to that, right, Buckeye? Yeah, like, let's not worry about other pumps. We just lose to those. So now I do like Courser, but it doesn't matter. If we're getting the Courser, it doesn't really matter where we're blocking. I like getting any creatures here just to add to this board. We can work with this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, then back to 6. With 6 mana, we can Outrider into Horizon Seeker. We can also just wait on Glittering Frost, and with 8 mana, go Outrider, Horizon Seeker, Sculptor. We have the 1 Snow Green, so only one of these gets to get big in that case. We can also just do the Herald Unites, but I like the other play getting 3 creatures out this turn, and then we can follow up on the other stuff. I think I want big Sculptor. All right, so now I like a Frosty Swamp. Yeah, we'll get the lifelink here over the extra Outrider. Sculptor can untap Snow and give us an Elven Bow, which makes sense here. We'll do that too. Yeah, Saga should really help, right? But we're just going to stay back. All right, they saw it coming. They saw the Saga inevitability. I do not know the story of King Harold. Maybe some story goobs out there can update us. Sculptor into Frost is an excellent start in this format. You get to play a Rimewood Falls on 1 as well, so we get to really learn what this Shimmerdrift needs to be. Ooh, yeah, Disciple's interesting, but we still just want to push towards sculpting Frosty lands. Next turn we can go Glittering Frost and Disciple. They're assembling quite an engine over here, but we're going to try to do the same on our side. We can also just play Elderleaf Mentor. You just want to get aggro here. I kind of like getting the frost going. It enables super explosive turns. And I'm going to throw the frost on the swamp since we have black creatures and the uncommon that makes them better. Here, we're just going to go ahead and do that, though.
Some say I never heard of ya. Don't believe the hype, it's a sequel. Don't believe the hype.
Binding. Well, you know, if they need to use a binding on our bear, could do a lot worse, and we even get to still follow with a grizzled outrider now. Wow, nice, Oppo. Well, we are in the 5-0 bracket here, so double binding, not the most surprising thing ever seen. We get to follow with the Herald, though. That's nice. Maybe we just go Mentor first, though. Although Herald immediately puts the big boy back onto the battlefield. So let's play this Veil on, let's see, we even got our 3 green. We don't have our blue yet. This can make white, black, red. I guess we get red because we actually have red spells to cast, and this can make the blue we need. Yeah, Mentor first does set up a better Chapter 2, right? Yeah, that's fair. Looking farther ahead, we want Mentor. Second white for Doomscar. Well, that's where we're at. Second white for Doomscar or first red, but we have second white. Second white for Doomscar is right here, so we want red. We're going to have to ditch the Brawl because we really want that Unites. Please don't make us discard the Herald Unites the Elves, though. Please don't! Thank you. And we even get to foretell the poison. Yeah, we could get cute, but I think we just get big. And I'm not going to offer the Mentor given Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. We're going to wait and be patient. Don't kill our stuff yet. Don't. Okay, good. Whew. Go ahead and play this out and poison now on this annoying feller. Path is right, exactly what the doctor ordered. And trade. Wins. We'll attack with everything. Yes, they can trade off now, but I guess we could hold these back. But here's the thing. If we do this, they're going to block because this is going to die anyway. And then we get in 4. We send everything. They ought to block this anyway. And if they block this, that's fine. We get in for 12 instead of 4. No Death Touch. Death Touch is gone. That was for 1 turn. I can't see holding back there and passing on 8 points of damage. Oh, yeah, lifelink. Sorry, that's true. They did get some back there. But still. Come on. I can't not attack there. They're damned if they do, damned if they don't, as Oppo showed. Yeah. Yeah, we have like seven elves, but it's been good enough. All right. We're going to keep, and I think we just need to put this on black out of the gate, given the way this hand unlocks. Black is not really what I want to put the Shimmerdrift Veil on, all things considered, but it's not the worst, especially with a Boreal Outrider in hand. Ooh, and now actually we get Packmate on the Foretell, letting us Outrider ahead of the Disciple, which is great because the Disciple then would be a 2/2, and a 2/2 that ETBs for 2 mana and forces discard is just bonkers good. Maybe we find green snow also to make this a 4/4 by the time we cast it. That would be nice. Green snow, sure, because Millhouse, etc. If we play the Forest here, though, we can't play the Outrider now. I'm going to go ahead and play the Outrider now. And we still get Disciple Forest next turn, and then Packmate after. No pause from Oppo on the black, red, green. So no black, red, green instance. Path, why not? Since it's coming up Millhouse. Let's actually path to find a basic and then Elderfang off the basic. This is the black, so we need red or white. We got the red here, so let's go get a Snow Plains. Yeah, green snow gets us some big stuff in terms of Packmate and Icehide Troll, but I would rather set up our path. You want to get green and... Oh, we can't get green snow, though, so it doesn't matter. If we could get green snow, it would be a question. And we have green snow anyway in the Highland Forest, so we don't need it. This is definitely correct.
Some say I never heard of ya. Don't believe the hype, it's a sequel. Don't believe the hype.
If they kill the Outrider, next turn we'll play the Forest, Herald back the Outrider, and then Packmate the turn after. In fact, if they kill either of these, we'll do that.
Hey, Stella! Can't you hear me yell?
I wonder if... I don't think Appa will have the... We got to attack and force the... I don't think they block. I'm doing a... Oh, wow, they're brave. All right. They called my bluff, but it was a good bluff because with Herald, I didn't care. That was why I did it. And also, Ice Shaper can take over this game, so I didn't think they would block, but our backup plan in the case of blocking here isn't the worst. And I am going to go Herald. I'll just have to contact my friend Chuck D and have him get the band back together and re-record it for our stream. I don't know, Hat, with Magic the Gathering rewrites, I like, yo, Chuck, they must be on the pie, right? All right, check it out. Coming up, Millhouse. We get to brawl the Ice Shaper now and romp. Nice, Oppo, nice. Oppo's having it right back, though. You got to admit, they are coming up big on a lot of stuff here. We're going to pack mate, though, see what else we can get. Great. Poison the cup means we get another shot to take out Svella before things get way out of hand. Svella does have good blocks here, though, so we're just going to foretell and pass. Chapter 3 Herald is going to give us a couple of -1 counters as well, so we can attack into the pack mate and try again to get Svella dead. Boy, Blessings of Frost now too. I think we don't do this yet, though. I think we're just going to go start with Poison and see if it works. And then Icehide Troll to get the Outrider benefit. Cross fingers. Svella dead? Did you save Svella again? All right, that's what we wanted to see. Wow. Yeah, we'll take both, please. Although we don't have Lindy mana yet. Maybe we don't keep Lindy because we don't have the mana. But I think we want Outrider, right? We'll just take Beef here. We could still keep it, it's true. But it's not like we're drawing cards. I like just keeping the one we can cast. And actually, I was going to go Icehide Troll. Let's go Seeker, and then we can find some extra mana. And we don't need to do that until after combat because the shrinking here is going to allow us to attack with everything. And I like Seeker. It gets big off of the snow mana. It helps us find land to activate the World Tree and is more positives for Blessing of Frost. Might not matter, though. We have them pretty wide here. They're looking like at kind of Doomscar levels. And if they do, we have Icehide Troll at least. Yeah, even that is just like, we can manage. Yeah! Screenshot it for Marshall, huh? I don't know why Marshall would say that's impossible, but I guess we got got some evidence. Did I just qualify for day 2? Can I just skip to day 2? That was a really interesting and fun... of course, it's fun to go 7-0. You're never going to find me in a bad mood after we 7-0. But beyond just being a 7-0, I think that was a very interesting 7-0. Super interesting deck build. Lots of fascinating takes from chat on what the right way to go with this pool is. Big question was, do we play a double white Doomscar? Is Furia doing enough work to bother including enough elves for Herald? Do you play a triple green rare in a 5-color deck? Do you bother with 5 colors just for the World Tree? Do you splash a Demon Bolt? Is it free enough to splash? You know, just lots of really cool questions. I know I'm in the way a little bit. Sorry, everybody, but you just were here for the whole thing. You know what we had. Did we ever cast Doomscar? Didn't we cast it once? I think we were prepared to, and then they scooped. But we were happy to have it at one point. And yes, it actually got cast against us. Boreal Outrider MVP, right? The also the snow snow rare, that 4-power snow rare turned out to be incredible in the deck, whereas I thought it was like kind of medium. But we'll go back here and claim the prize. Celebrate the profit. Got to do that in this view, though. Oh, stop it. Listen, MB. You sit down. We were going for this one. Well, Norbert says that card has always been good for you. The combo of onboard power, toughness combined with draw. But that's my issue. Like, the setup cost is real. Like, if you draw that on an empty board, wah wah, right? So, not how I would want to have that go. It's that floor that gets me with that card. We just seem to get the ceiling side of it every time. I'm going to hop to... actually, before we say goodbye to YouTube, we're going to go look at our new pool. That's what we're going to do before we leave here today. And I am just going to do it right here, and we'll take a look at this again tomorrow after the chat gauntlet. So I'm going to jump in here for tomorrow's sealed pool. Although... yeah, I guess I can play this tomorrow. This is just this event. How much longer is this going? I'm wondering if I'm actually going to get this event done. Yeah, we got almost 2 days. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and take a look at this pool. So here we go, gang. We're not going to play this right now. We're going to take a quick look, and this is going to be your homework for tomorrow. We could make this officially my pool for the event tomorrow. I mean, I haven't looked at anything yet. There's that. We could just call this my sealed pool for Gauntlet tomorrow. That could be reasonable. You cool with that? You can all start to although then you could like you could hate me, right? All right. Yeah, I don't want the... I think it doesn't matter whether you all open your pools now or I open mine now, but it's not that everyone should use the same thing. I don't... yeah, well, that's true. But Heroku... I think the difference between Heroku and Arena is fine, but I don't want to let you all prepare for my deck overnight. Anyway, we're just... so this is not for the... to be official, not for the Gauntlet. I'm not trying to get one over on you. I'm just trying to, really, I'm trying to make sure I get these games played, because I don't want to open this pool on my account and then not get the games in because I spend tomorrow on the Gauntlet instead of playing this. Well, this is a spread out power here. Dragonkin Berserker is nutso if you can make a dragon. If you can make 2 dragons, well... y'all are on to elevate. We're on to you, Ryan, trying to give us a big advantage by showing us your pool 24 hours in advance. Nice try, intentional punter. Tegrid's Lantern. I'm going to have a hard time not playing this. So I'm looking at these 2 gods and thinking they're pretty nice. Gods are nice, and Dragonkin Berserker is nice. Let's take a quick look at uncommons. before I set you free for the day. Two saw it comings in a glimpse. Couple of crush the week if we wanted to manage the weenies, although I don't think this is a format where we need to worry about crush the week as much. Double Doomscar is nice, though. Arnie Slays, Binding. Seen a lot of Jundiness here, really. I've already forgotten my rares, though. Yeah, it works with the Jundiness, right? Maybe not Redain, but Berserker and Tegrid are in for the Jund. So my early lean on this one is Jund, but haven't looked super close. And I'm very enamored by Valkmira. So if there's a way to get this shield in the deck, that's cool too. Dream Devourer I'm liking in Constructed, but is pretty medium in Draft, much less Sealed, where I don't think it's going to be super relevant. But maybe, I mean, it does crazy stuff. It does crazy stuff. It's just you use a whole card to do that enabling. So I don't know. Yeah, Raven's Warning also kind of interesting, but not anywhere near the Jund that I think the pool is leaning. But we'll see what y'all come up with. I will discard changes here. And I should be able to 17 lands the pool for you right now. I'll say goodbye to YouTube friends in a second, but it doesn't take long for free. Now that I know what I'm doing, I can get it pretty quick. Although it's not showing it here. Oh, maybe I need to actually save a deck out. That's the problem. Or it won't, it doesn't register something for 17 lands to see if I haven't created a deck. This is why I keep ending up with the Plains deck. Well, it's not showing me the sealed deck yet in 17 lands, but I'll get there, and we'll get the homework to you shortly. Check the Discord, check the YouTube show notes, and we'll get the homework out to you. Okay, let's say goodbye to YouTube and not leave them watching me scramble for deck lists. Bye, YouTube. Thanks for hanging. We'll catch you at the next video.